and you're welcome to another episode of your movie medicine with Charlotte Thompson. And very quickly today, we're talking on jealousy and envy. Now, we know for sure when it comes to jealousy and envy, it's ugly, and a lot of people actually don't admit that they're jealous or envious of the person because they know exactly how ugly it seems and weak. But the truth is to find yourself moving from that particular weakness. What you need to do is at least first of all admit that that is what is going on, that you are in fact jealous or envious of this person. You see, when you do that, which takes a lot of serious introspection and self actualization, or rather self being able to understand or see yourself as you are, as opposed to lying to yourself. When that happens, what eventually happens is you're able to identify that this is what your problem is. And then, knowing this, you can start to find yourself fixing it. Now, there's nothing wrong with competition. It's always good to have healthy competition. Always good to have someone who says, okay, this person just makes me want to be better, but then you have to be careful because there's a very high chance that that competitive situation that you've created with the other person can eventually become negative. And then when it becomes negative, what happens is that person, you just get obsessed with it. You get obsessed in a negative way with trying to beat that person, to the point that when you eventually find other amazing opportunities for you to just grow or just, move away and just become a totally different, better person, you might just be too involved with trying to measure with that person, and then you just get lost. So the movie, to be able to explain this even better, is the movie Prestige. So that is for movie medicine today. Watch that movie. If you haven't seen it, it's no spoiler. But what you realize is Hugh Jackman's character found an opportunity to actually just be maybe one of the most amazing inventors ever. Obviously, with the help of Tesla, but he could have become that person who basically invented something that would change the world forever. Right. So at the moment when he realized this particular invention, one of the things he could have done with his life was to say, you know what, my whole motive has changed. This is different. I need to let go of this childish obsession, because as Michael Caine's character says, obsession is a young man's game. Realize that that obsession was childish, move on, and then start to focus on more important things. Like, how can I just, with this new technological advancement become, you know, the next, Edison, or, anybody else, just, to make a mark in history. But no, he was still focused on his obsession, on his jealousy, on his envy, and eventually, what did it do? It consumed him. Consumed him, and obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly how it played out. So that's for movie medicine. Watch the movie. Let it help you check your jealous situation, your envious situation. Let it help you not only put it in check, but also make sure that if it started as competition and is going to jealousy, then maybe adjust it. Or maybe if it started off as jealousy, maybe adjust it towards competition. Although it takes a very mature mind to put yourself in that situation. So make sure that that's where you are. Make sure that your mind is in the right place to be able to observe this. Or if you feel like maybe you're not mature enough, just cut it off. Say, you know what, this can consume me. This can make me a terrible person. Watching a movie, like The Prestige, it could put me in a situation where I get obsessed and consumed by it, and then eventually just takes my life into a terrible place. So yeah, jealousy and envy, movie medicine for today's episode. Watch The Prestige. Should help you out a lot.